and good afternoon. My name is Natalie McCann, and today I will be discussing prisoner rehabilitation and the positive effects that it has on our society and the economy, particularly in the United States. A quote spoken by an anonymous prisoner in a maximum security prisoner was brought to light by Dr. Harry Dammer in 2012 in an article written for Scranton University called Religion and Corrections. This quote stated, "When you are stripped of your freedom, your job, and your family, you begin to seek your purpose in life, and through that you find someone greater, God." The effect that rehabilitating prisoners has goes way beyond the need to lower recidivism, but is also dire in stabilizing our communities and our economy. Coming from a household with 0 inmates in residence may seem odd, but that just shows that the 30+ hours that have gone into these speeches and presentations are all the more invigorating. Not only has it sparked my interest, but I believe I've sparked the interest in others with my vast knowledge of the topics, and would like to share it with those around me. Prisoner rehabilitation is the best option for reform in the recidivism rate of prisoners across the United States. And before I go any further, let me just explain recidivism if you don't recall from my last speech. It's just basically the reconviction rate of all the prisoners across the United States. And today I will be discussing the rate of recidivism, or reconviction rate, and changes being made to combat it. Next, I'll be discussing some current rehabilitation programs in and out of prisons. Lastly, I'll discuss the overall positive impact on our economy. To begin, I will discuss the astronomical rate of recidivism across the nation and how we let this rate get so out of hand. According to an article by Mariel Alper, Matthew Duras, and Joshua Markman, whom all have worked at the Bureau of Justice Statistics as of 2018, within the first year of being released from prison, 4 out of 9 inmates were rearrested. Not only that, but 5 out of 6 were rearrested within 9 years of their release. These statistics were written in 2000 Update on Prisoner Recidivism, a 9-year follow-up period, and this study was done between the years of 2005 and 2014 on roughly 300,000 inmates. In the journal The Crime Report, an article was written by their staff called "Recidivism Rates Unexpectedly High," says Sessions, and in this entry a quote is pulled from Attorney General Jeff Sessions, and he speaks on the need to lower the reconviction rate throughout not only his city, but in the country. And the statistics used in this article were the same used in my previous point. He also speaks on the new head of the Federal Interagency Council on Crime Prevention and Improving Reentry, David Mulhausen, and how he will be turning around these recidivism rates in the coming year by implementing new rehabilitation programs in his prisons in his city. Continuing along the same lines of rehabilitation programs in prison, let us discuss the various different ways to incorporate rehab into these prisoners' daily schedules. According to Daisy Corletto in 2018, who's a student at San Jose State University, in an article called "Prison Rehabilitation, the Sociological, Physiological, and Psychological Effects of Animal-Assisted Intervention," which was published in the Research Journal of Justice Statistics and Forensic Science. And this is a journal that's used by many of the professors at this university to publish astounding works. The use of animal therapy is an effective rehabilitation technique that is particularly useful when dealing with inmates who suffer from mental disorders, which is quite a lot actually, 73% of female inmates and 55% of male inmates. As mental illness is decreasing in taboo, it is becoming a bigger part of many of the rehabilitation techniques implemented across the many prisons. Because of the growing awareness, specific programs can target the people in ways that are more apt to their needs, just like Corletto's study states. In the Sacramento Bee, which is a local newspaper in California, an article called "The Future of Corrections and Rehabilitation is Working in This California Prison" was published by John Pergeron, who is an awarded playwright and author across the nation. And not only that, but he is also currently serving a life sentence in the California prison system. In 2019, he spoke on the positive reinforcement these programs offer to current prisoners who wish to turn their overall lives around. He spoke on many of the wonderful programs that are being offered to him while he's been incarcerated, including educational courses, beautification committees, and even other courses such as crocheting. He shares the same point of view as many other prisoners in thinking that this should be widespread across the country. Now, going along the same lines, And according to the same article I used in my introduction, religion has been a main focal point in many prisons as a source of rehabilitation, including churches, Bible studies, and particularly in juvenile facilities, youth groups. Dr. Harry Dammer explores an important topic across the justice system in the United States, which is religion, and its positive effect on prisoners. Religion is a topic held close to many prisoners' hearts because it's a sign of hope, and rehabilitating with religion has been proven to lower recidivism rates because of the faith and trust people put in God, in a particular God, which is also a positive thing because many different prisons offer many different religions such as Hinduism, Buddhism, and Christianity.